Okay, girl. I don't know why TikTok play with us like that.
Playing and playing in our faces, girl. Cause
Girl,
what? And I
they want
knew.
their dime from me.
All right, I knew. I was like, this ain't gonna work. But I didn't know it wasn't gonna let
Yeah.
me on. Period. Child,
Girl, that's
the
weird.
ghetto. The ghetto.
So I got my water and I got my snacks.
Oh, not the water and the snack. I don't got. Dang, hold on. I got
Hey,
water.
on the
Water. Girl, and then look at this. I have my phone set up.
girl.
The whole thing just snapped right off.
Girl, I haven't used mine since Mexico. So you could
This
just have mine. I'm probably never going to use it again.
this is wild.
Girl, you see the background? It's a little wrinkle, girl, but the wrinkles will come out.
The wrinkles, child. Not the wrinkles.
I needed something to cover these walls.
Fire. I'm trying to just set up, looking
Girl, we got to
nice.
get
It's
some more followers on TikTok so we can do TikTok live, though.
okay.
We got to figure it out.
Okay. I'll figure it out one of these days,
Right.
child. Hold on. All right. Who is on right here? Comfy with the background. Yes. Comfy with the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're
Period.
professional. Okay.
Girl, I was hoping you was going to have your moo on.
Now, I could put the camera down and put it on.
Put the moo on. See, that's the sign from the Lord. Put the moo on. Put the
Okay.
moo on.
Hold
Moo
on.
in chat.
Google it, chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Period, girl.
Mumu into.
She's a
Mumu
magician.
into. Hey. Okay.
Period.
This is Mumu chats, baby.
Moo chat. Girl talk.
Girl
Mm-hmm.
talk. Okay.
Okay,
No problem.
let's get into it, girl.
What we gonna get into today, y'all? Thank y'all so much for joining us. You know, we just two girls who a little off the rocker
Mm-hmm.
and decided one day we wanted to get on live. So thank y'all so much for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks.
Pretty much, you know.
Pretty much. But like I said, so if y'all have anything y'all want to talk about that we're not talking about, put it in the chat. If y'all want to join the conversation, y'all can join too. We might as well let people join it live, right?
Absolutely. Hop
So
right.
yeah. Yes, so I'm excited, y'all. So today, me and Kenise, we're gonna talk about community and dating.
Yes.
So you want to explain what you mean by community, and I explain the
Girl,
dating part.
absolutely. So I'm gonna say this first. Community is key, y'all. If you ever
Mhm.
want to get anywhere further in your life, you need great people behind you, great people who are ahead of you, great people who are gonna come after you. Like that's the only way to be
Yep.
successful. That's the only way to be successful is if we're doing it together. And I feel like when I wanted to talk about community, I wanted to talk about the lack thereof
Mhm.
and how we can come back to community, right? Like I have so many. Let's go for example, Nye. Like Nye is a essential part of my community, y'all. I literally told Nye, I was like, we should do a podcast. Do you know a week later we had Instagram page up, we had a reel,
YouTube,
we had
email,
YouTube
the
up,
Google phone number.
Google.
Call us.
I'm saying 2 days. I told Nat an idea. 2 days later, flushed out. And this is what I'm talking about community, y'all, because there's a lot of us who, we're really good at one thing, and then all we need is just somebody else who can take us further. Somebody who can
Mhm.
not even just like, oh, you send up this, that, and the third, but somebody who can even give you encouragement to take you further. Like this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Get y'all and I, first of all.
Sure.
Not mine. Get out of here. But
This was
get
already sold.
y'all, listen, okay? But get y'all and I first of all, because having a good friend, solid friends, is so essential to leveling up your life, leveling up everything. And then I know we wanted to talk about dating too, but even just having like community as far as your girlfriends, you being like, hey girl, like let's go get some dinner. I want to talk about such and such. We ain't gotta name no names. We ain't gotta name no
No
names.
names.
But I just know names. First of all, never that, okay? But
No.
even just being like, I just need time to, vent, to like talk, to like get it all out, because you don't know how much all of that stuff you hold it in. And we're so used to being individuals. We're so used to
Yeah.
being our own, especially like when you're I wouldn't say I'm antisocial, but I'm more on the introverted side than I'm in the extroverted side. So even just having friends who can take me out of that element, make me feel comfortable when I'm outside, so that I can be who I truly am. I can truly unmask when I'm around these people and feel comfortable with them. And they
Mhm.
love on me and they support me and just make me feel whole. Like every single time I used to just crack up myself after every time we used to go out. Like we would go to the club, and after we leave the club, we would just be in there crying, like, I love y'all. Like, let's do it again. And we would literally do it again. Like,
Yes.
you need that. You need people who breathe life back into you.
And kind of circling back to what you said, like it's been many times in the group chat. I'm just like, y'all don't know like how important that get together, where it was 5 minutes or 5 hours. Like it's so important that we spend time together because it keeps me going. Because as an individual, you don't know what the other person is going through. Life can be stressful. First of all, inflation. Please,
Oh my God.
please,
Okay.
inflation alone
The
makes me just wanna.
the cost of
So.
things is stressing me out.
Yes. So just being with my girls and just not having to think about nothing else and just be in the moment and make memories to look back on a year or 20 years from now. It's like, that's what
Yeah.
makes me smile. That's what makes me happy. That's what brings me peace and joy. Like, if I ain't got nothing else, I got my
I got my girl.
girls.
I got my girls.
Okay.
I got
I
my
got my girls.
okay. And we gonna ride it out. That's one thing about it. We gonna
Hmm.
ride the wave out, okay?
Exactly. And one thing I noticed, like, so I have like different friends for different things. So I have my sorority sisters,
Yeah.
I have my high school friends, and then I have my work friends. Shout out to Lex. I think she in here.
Okay.
Even though we don't work together no more, that's still my work friend. That's my sister. And it's two other people, Laura Lee and Camille. She don't go by Camille. That's her nickname, but her real name is Cheryl. But anyways, like those are my work. Hey girl. Look, there she go. So like I have these different communities,
Right.
but I love the fact that I can even mesh them every now and then. Like Friday, me, Lex, and Denise
Mm-hmm.
were at lunch
Yeah.
together. Like it's just the fact that I have these great communities that I can mesh together. And then when I want to have my little separate girl time with whoever I want to have it with, I can have it. But either way, it's never
Yeah.
weird. The girls are
Exactly.
girls. And I love it.
Exactly.
I love it.
And let's talk about that. Let's talk about being a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about being a girl's girl, because I personally did not grow up. First of all, I can honestly say I have like, well, let me not say that. I have a couple male friends, but to say a man is like my best friend never would have happened for me. It never would happen for me. Maybe one of these days. I'm not really looking for it. Ooh, okay. Now we gotta try it. What is it?
So what are some qualifiers that okay, let me just read out
Okay.
loud. So question, what are some qualifiers that let you know this person is a part of my village? Like because some people are wolves in sheep's clothing for
Mm-hmm.
years. Do you have certain tests? That is a great question. Did that come from Kiona? Great question, girl.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, first of all, shout out to Kiona. I know y'all see the name. She is an esthetician in Savannah, so please hit her up, follow her, get your skin right, as
Okay.
well as you do waxing too, Kiona, right? I think she does. We're gonna say yes, but yeah. So hit her up. But to answer your question, I wouldn't say it's really a test. Because at my big age, I'm just like either you my friend or you not. And okay, yeah, she do waxing too. So it's like either you my friend or not, and I can tell without purposely testing somebody if okay at the European Wax
Okay.
Center. Okay, cool. So without purposely testing somebody, like a crisis could happen.
Yeah.
And just how my friends, my girls show up for me can let me know who's really for me and who's not. Because showing up, and this was on my checklist, emotionally, financially, spiritually, like however you can do
Yeah.
it, do it.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to be all of the things I need, but just be something in that moment. And I shouldn't have to ask. So
Right.
I feel like if I have to ask my girls to be there, if I have to ask my girls to help me when they see, like, they see the struggle, they see what's going on, that ain't my girl. That
Yeah.
ain't my village.
Yeah.
You just an associate. If we just club partners, we just club partners. But I know you're not my life partner.
Exactly.
So that's just for me. I don't know, Kanice, how
Yeah.
you do it.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I have a test. Granted, I've been blessed with a lot of wonderful women in my life, and they come and go. I feel like with the longer you spend with somebody, the more time you have with them, you understand what they bring to you. And like Nye said, it may not be, oh, we can this is the person that I can grab dinner with anytime, any day, or this is the person that I can take to a work event or something like that. Like, this is just my club friend. This is just you can compartmentalize. And it does get kind of hectic, but it makes it a lot easier on you because now you're not thinking, oh, well, I brought her, I can't, I invited her to this work thing and she was doing all this, that, and the third. Well, if you already know that she's your club friend, then
Okay.
why would you invite her to your
That's on
work?
you. Shame
Yeah,
on you.
exactly. So in one, just like really talking, really sitting down with these people. If you can't have like an honest conversation about what's going on in your life, even if it is like a club friend, like y'all could just if y'all can't say, hey girl, like, I really just want to go out because I gotta let the stresses off me. I just gotta get this, I just gotta shake this off me. If you can't do that with them, like what is the point of even doing it, right? Like some people are in your life, as we know, for a season,
Mhm.
and it's good to let friends go too. Like, it's hard to go through that friend breakup, but you will understand deep down when somebody is not where you are, and where they can meet you in life at that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, we outgrow people too because I mean, I've had a best friend. We were friends from middle school, and then somehow in high school something just happened. Like we just stopped talking. I'm like, hey Cheryl. So I'm just like, damn, like we didn't fall out. We didn't argue like what's going on. But then I had to realize like later in life because that was my first ever heartbreak. Like a
Yeah.
friendship breakup.
Yeah.
Whew, I'd rather break up with a man 20 times over than
Right.
break up with my friend.
There's so
So
many.
like, yeah. So like it really hurt. And then I had to think about it as an adult. And I'm like, we just outgrew each other and there's nothing more to it. Like you do that with people. Doesn't mean there's any bad blood. Doesn't mean they weren't originally a part of my village. It's just they were a part of my village for that time. And now moving into the next phase in life, they don't fit anymore. Or I don't fit in their village anymore. And it's just the universe just was like, okay, part ways and go on with your life. So I know that was a long answer, Kiona, but I hope it answered your question. You got anything else to add, Kanice?
Yeah, I mean, like this whole like wolves and sheep clothing thing is what's getting me because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just haven't. I mean, yes, I've met like mean girls, but like also in the point of being like a girl's girl, like you can tell when a girl is a girl's girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they uplift you, if they're like not even just like liking your post, but like interacting with you in different areas. If they bring your name up in like rooms for like people to find you, like even with Nye like shouting her people out on the live, like you understand what you know what a girl's girl is. So I think I'm just stuck on the wolves and sheep clothing thing because I've just been blessed to not have to go through that as much. And if even if it was, maybe I just have a tendency to kind of like, all right, like I'm good, you're good, I'm good. It was fun though.
But you're also
But
you're literally a real life fairy. You're just like whatever, and you just
right.
float on to the next thing. Like,
Absolutely. I'm saying that literally will forget you in a heartbeat, and it's no hard feelings, but you're not gonna stress me out. You're not gonna stress me out. No, nobody on this planet is gonna take me to that level. And if you let a girlfriend of yours take you to that level, then it's time to self-evaluate. It's time to time to take a look at who you are and what's attracting to you and who you're surrounding yourself with. If you're attracting a lot of mean girls, maybe it's time to say, what am I giving off mean girl? am I because these are the type of women that like me. Am I giving it off?
exactly. Or it can even be yes, Cheryl. Period. Tell the people. But even it can be like, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, it's back. It can even be people are just you're a magnet of
Yeah.
success And unfortunately, sometimes being a magnet of success is a magnet
Yeah.
for haters. People want to get close to the person they think is the next come up. They want to be you. They want your life. They want everything about you. Little do they know, you might be struggling on the
Yeah.
inside, but outside looking in, you're everything they want.
Yeah.
And they want to get as close to you as possible and tear you down so they can take your spot. Like it's really no logic to it, to be honest. But people think these things.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
It's
Like
insane.
they are weirdos.
Insane.
So that could be another thing too. Is like definitely look into yourself, because if you keep attracting the same people, at some point you're the common denominator. So something's got to give. Oh, they said, Kanisha, you're still beautiful as ever.
Thank you.
Oh, I
Thank
love that.
so sweet. Thank you for joining the live. Hope you stick around.
Yes.
Oh, God.
But yeah,
I'll be here every
Kiana.
day at 9.
But yes, you just gotta hope and pray that you have a solid team.
Yeah.
I think I said this on Instagram on my story the other day. I was like, thank God that I have a solid team, because I don't know what I would do without
Yeah.
y'all. Like, to
Right?
trust my deepest, darkest secrets and struggles and turmoil with a group of ladies
Yeah.
and know that it's never gonna leave that group is just, it's a rare, but it's a pure and it's a blessed thing to have. Like, it's
Yeah.
amazing. When you find your team, keep them. Don't
Right.
ever lose them. Do what you got. Fight. Fight to
Fight
keep them.
for fight for the right people. Fight for the right.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
like
right people.
that's it. That's what we need. Because even like I was just telling a coworker this too. I was like, I really know when something's not right because I won't tell Nye or I won't tell like my good friends what's going. I'll keep it to myself. I will shut them lips so fast
Okay.
because if I because a real friend is gonna tell you about yourself.
Okay,
Okay, they're gonna say,
girl.
now you know.
Because we both
now,
know.
now you
First of
know.
all, I ain't even tell you where I was at today. Moving
Please don't. And
on.
I definitely checked your location too. I checked I checked it yesterday because I was like, first of all, where this girl at? And then I saw you in Savannah. I said, oh, okay, I guess
Mm-hmm.
where she's supposed to be at, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Period. Being vulnerable and knowing they still have your back is the best feeling. Yes. Like, it's amazing. And what's crazy is, like, I don't know what I thought going into college, but like the TV shows made it seem like you're gonna find the godmother of your children, your bridesmaids in college. And at first I was like, they lied. I don't see none of those people here. And then I know sorority life is not for everybody, but that's really what got me out of my shell. That's how I met Kenise. That's how I met a lot of my good close friends. But I mean, outside of my sorority, I still had people, my girls from high school, like my work girlies. So it was just like, it was kind of like how they said it was on the TVs, but I had to work to get it because literally I was going to class and going home.
Exactly.
As an ambivert, I had to tell myself I need to be more extroverted instead of introverted,
Yeah.
so that I can meet these people, because you're not going to meet people just going in class and going home.
Definitely not.
So,
And I know the key to that because before I joined, that's all I was doing. Granted, I met some people on my floor, Jam
mhm,
and Free and all of them. So that was great because I met them first day walking in.
mhm.
But until I joined, no, it was just I'm going home, y'all. Like I did class. I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. But like being and like I was talking about this too, where I was like, it's so important to have those communities in colleges as well. And unfortunately with the school that we attended, like that stuff is really dying down. And I
Yeah.
just feel sad. I feel sad because a lot of them won't have the opportunity to be in those spaces, not even just sorority like, but be in spaces where people who are like-minded, people who look like them, people who want the same things as them. They don't even have the opportunity. They're literally all they can do is go to class and go home, and maybe
Yeah.
they I know they drinking and turning up and
Yeah.
doing all the extra stuff, doing all that.
They
I'm gonna
would
say it like
never know what Thirsty Thursdays was like.
they will never know what Thursday. First of all, I want to forget what Thursday is.
Listen, even Kiona, my girl Kiona on here, she did not go to Armstrong. I brought her to Thirsty Thursdays. Like when I tell you, it was a time. It was a time to be
Yeah.
alive. Like it really was. But COVID really screwed us over
Yeah.
because it got us used to this virtual stuff, and now it's like we have to learn again how to actually meet people and go out and make new friends and fellowship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, if you're on the introverted side like I am, it's hard. It's difficult because I am a one track mind type of person. I just want to go. I don't want to make
Yeah.
eye contact. I don't want to do none of that. I just want to go. So really, like stepping outside of yourself, especially when you are building community and you are trying to build those connections so you can better yourself, putting yourself in situations where I'm joining this group. It's called We Hike to Heal. It's a
Oh.
yeah, it's that. Well, they have a chapter down here in Atlanta, but they're like based out of
Mhm.
Texas. But like find the things that you enjoy, and it doesn't have to be um. It doesn't have to be a thing where you have to talk to those people all the time, but even just getting yourself in the mindset to do the things that you enjoy with people who enjoy the same things. So I
Yeah.
love being out in nature. I love being like on the trails. I love getting lost.
In the woods, but
In
like
the
it's okay.
woods.
I'm gonna make it
I'm gonna
out.
figure it out, you know. I love getting lost, you know, but it finding those groups, those little small sectors where you can be with people who like the same things that you do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I said,
Let's
gotta love Thursday.
see, girl, y'all.
Period.
The girl is
Not
getting lost. The girl
I
went
I was
on a
getting lost.
trail for her birthday and gonna text the group chat. Y'all, I'm lost. Girl, you were
First of
by
all, like I said, I was by myself. Found this random 63-year-old lady that gave me like a reading in the middle of the woods, y'all. In the middle of the woods. Then some other guy was like chopping out a tree with an axe. And I was like, hey, do you know where I should go? Y'all, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the middle of nowhere. This man could have took me. He could snatch me
he
up,
had
me
an
and that little dog.
ex girl,
I got
and you
God
said,
on my
"Yeah, this is the person I need
I
to
got
ask
God
for
on my side.
directions."
I got God on my side, y'all. Y'all need to,
Pray.
you know.
They need
when,
to
when you
pray.
you need to pray. Okay, when you go out in the world with good intentions, though, not even just being like God, but like when you go out in the world with good intentions, I feel like good intentions follow you. Like it could have easily gone one
Yeah.
way, but it did not.
Praise the
Okay, and it was an
Lord.
opportunity. If I would have kept on walking, I hadn't bothered that man, I would have been even more lost. I would probably still be there to this day.
Girl.
I would be because I would have never made my way out.
Girl, feet would have been swollen.
Yeah.
Tears.
I've been walking 10 days, 10 nights.
Girl. Crazy,
Mm-mm.
crazy, crazy. Okay, let's see. First of all, the fact that there's 10 people in here, y'all care about us. Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you. Let me see. Before we finish talking about community, I want to make sure we cover everything. I do want to circle back. So, it's kind of two things in one. So, like the emotional and financial, spiritual, all that type of support, and then I want to cover like getting dressed
Yeah.
up just to go be with your girls. Like it feels good. So,
Yeah.
first talking about the support. I just feel like prime example. I have a best friend. He's not a girl, but still a part of my community, a part of my village. And it was never me having to say, hey, I don't know how I'm going to pay this bill. It's literally the sound of my voice, and I get a cash out. Here, go get a massage, pay a bill, whatever you need. Like, it's just when you, hey, Maya, it's just when you're really connected and tuned in with your community, you should never have to ask for help in whatever form that it comes in. Like, Kanice will never have to ask for nothing. I'll be like, now hold on now. Why your voice sound like that? What you need? You don't need nothing. You need something. So if you're not gonna tell me, money's gonna heal it. So you'll be getting a cash out request. You're welcome.
It's
Not
gonna heal
request,
it.
a cash out invoice. You will
Oh,
be having it.
wait, who else is it? Kimbria, are you still in here? Hey, Kimbria.
Kimberly's in
Hey,
here.
yeah, Kimbria's
Oh
in here.
my gosh, hi. Y'all, that's my sister. My sister.
Xavier, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing, man?
Not
on
What you
the
watching a game, Maya?
turn it off. Usher is
Usher, the
done.
concert is over. It's a wrap.
Okay,
Yes, Bonnie, pull up when necessary,
mommy.
unannounced. Like, you should not have to ask your friends. Like, your real friends, they know. Y'all are in tune. You're intertwined. You are one.
Yeah,
Literally. But yeah, like, I was even telling Kenise, I'm like, girl, you're my soulmate. She's my platonic soulmate. It was
okay,
a point where our lives were so aligned, it was low key kind of scaring me.
yeah. Like going through the same exact
This
thing back to back to back to
same
back.
exact
Yeah,
thing. Like, up until, like, even now, like, our living situation, it happened around the same time.
yeah,
Our lives are
yeah.
parallel. It's sick.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, like we've been connected at the hip for a very long time, so this should come at no surprise. I was
Yes.
asking now, like, where are you finding all these videos? Because I literally don't recall making them. I don't recall making any of these videos, but apparently, like when we say we are there for each other. Like we are there for each. Like this is my community, y'all. Y'all are looking at my
Mhm.
community right now. Okay.
Literally. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
And then too, I think it's a point to make. So first of all, let's talk about how me and Kenise met. This is when I knew. I was like, this is gonna be my girl. I was literally in class. This was maybe I guess it had to be my sophomore year of college. I don't know. But I was in like a history class. This freaking teacher, I don't know why he thought it was smart to make a recommended book, well, not recommended, a required book for the course, a limited edition. They only had like maybe 10
Right.
books ever. So, of course, me being like, oh, I'll get it when I get it, the books were gone.
Mm-hmm.
So then Kenise, I think we were sitting next to each other or something, and she was like, I'll just like copy the chapters for you before class and give it to you. The girl didn't know me for a can of paint. Okay. I said, oh my gosh, that is so sweet. I went home to tell mom, Mama, this girl did da 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 da. And she's like, okay. Like, you don't understand how big that is, because me personally, in the state that I was in that point in life, I wouldn't have done that. I'm like, girl, you better go find somebody to get that book. I'm not gonna be waking up early, getting out my room early to go make some copies for you. I don't know you. No.
No, but that, like that. First of all, yes, because I honestly, my memory is so bad. I'm like, how did we meet? But no, we did have that class together. Oh my gosh! But like, like even then, like just being a girl's girl, just to begin with, like just being a girl's girl, just to begin with, like if somebody say I want something, I'm gonna figure out a way to make it happen. Like, and people who are genuine, people who like care just to care, like they will find a way to make it happen for you. I feel like there's a lot of people out. There's so many people out there like that. There's so many people who just care, who care to care. They love people. They want people to be happy. They want to help people. And there's so many people like that. So too
Yeah,
many to count. Too many to count.
it really is.
Nobody will ever convince me that the world is just all bad.
Yeah.
Like nobody will ever convince me the world is all bad. Nobody. Mm-mm. No matter.
I think people just fear getting used and hurt, but it's like, you just have to be a blessing. I always say it's a blessing to be a blessing. Who cares how people react? Who cares if it's reciprocated?
Yeah.
You do right by yourself and do right by the world, and blessings are gonna always come unto you. Like, so just always be a blessing. Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds to copy a page and send it to
Literally.
somebody you don't know. Like
It is
it's
nothing. It is nothing.
mm-mm.
So yes, and then hold on, girl, cause we long winded. I see we already 30 minutes in. We got to get to the dating, but
Oh,
before we get into the dating, I want to circle back to the dressing up and just meeting up for lunch. So circling back to last Friday, I met with my girls, and Lex was like, "You look like this, and I look like that," and I'm like, "Girl, I just want a reason to get cute. I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. Like, whenever I leave the house, I'm gonna dress to
yeah.
the nines
Um,
because we don't know the next time I'm gonna do this again."
I was
And it just makes you
going to
feel good.
hibernation. Yeah.
It just feels good to look good, to be around your friends. So, girl, you did not look terrible. She said she looked terrible. She did not look terrible. No, you didn't. You look like you were just working. Like, you didn't look terrible. And that's another thing too. So, like, when I was getting on live, I'm like, oh, let me find a filter. I need to find a filter. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't need to find a filter. Actually, this is me.
Yeah.
Either you like it or you love it.
Yeah.
There's no choice in
There's no
between. You like it or you love it.
there's no like there's nothing else to offer you guys. Like,
Yes, this is it. This is me.
yeah. Okay, y'all gonna get all of this melanated black. It's Black History
Period.
Month, y'all. How y'all celebrate y'all Black History Month? Y'all done did something? I'm trying to do something for Black
Yeah,
History Month.
what did y'all do for Black History? I haven't done. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't done it. Yes, fashionista. I'm trying.
Her, she really
Period.
is. Her, I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
listen now, Cheryl and Lex. Y'all don't know Kenise. Go on her page. Look at the post she posted for her birthday. The girl is a doll. Okay.
Girl, we gonna step every time. And yes, I love that. I love the, getting with my girls and getting dressed. Like, first of all, just stepping out the house, like, just you doing anything, stepping out the house, feeling your best, looking your best, smelling your best. Like, you're gonna have a great day. It's all about intention. It's
Yes.
all about intention. It's all about putting in what you want to get out of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this kind of goes back to what Kiona was saying earlier about the wolves in sheep clothing. I'll never forget. I felt so pretty. Like I felt so pretty. And this guy I was talking to, he was like, "Oh, that's what you decided to wear? You're blocked." Because first of
Immediately.
all, who do you think you're
Who do you
talking to?
think you're talking? Who
The
are
self
you?
esteem over here is high. You can never
Who
tear me down. And the fact that you thought you could, you
you
got to go. You got
got
to go because you're hating. You're hating.
to be grown and hating on a woman is just sick.
It's sick. It's
It's
insane.
sick.
But people really be like insecure with themselves.
Yeah.
I noticed like even so I guess we're kind of going into dating now, but like I've dated a guy that was insecure, and because he was insecure, he wanted me to feel insecure, so he would not compliment me
Yes.
when we go out. And I'm like, do you think when we go out, like I'm gonna leave with another man or something? I'm here with you. That's all that matters. Like you don't have to try to kill my self esteem to boost yours or to make yourself feel more secure in me staying. Because first of all, I'm not staying with you
Exactly.
talking to me like that. I'm not doing it. So I don't
Exactly.
know what's going on up here, but we
It's
need to get
not
it together.
clicking. It's not clicking, Steven. It's
It's
not
not clicking. Mm-mm.
clicking. Okay.
It's not
It's
clicking.
not
It's not.
because and to that point, I've been with people like that as well, and even have men say to my face like, "Oh well, so many men have probably told you you're beautiful." Doop doop doop. Okay, am I
They
dating
do.
them?
Now what?
Am I dating any of them? I'm just trying to figure out like why wouldn't a man that you have in your life want to make you feel beautiful, make you feel wanted, make you feel cared for? Like,
Hmm.
ain't that what you're here for?
The same reason why they like me is the same reason why you like me. But I chose you, sir. I chose you. And that's all that matters.
So to come out your mouth and like, oh, other men, other men. Now, what's going on now? What's going
Please.
what's what's going on? Because the other men, what other men? What other
Literally. First
men?
of all, I don't have the energy or the brain capacity to deal with multiple men.
Please,
So if you're getting my attention, be grateful.
please.
Because
Men are
nobody else is.
relationships are stressful enough. I don't need more than one person
Yeah.
bringing all of this down. So if they say that, you should ask them, what are you going to do to stand up to her? Because I don't want to waste my time. Okay.
Okay,
And I
period. Let's write
won't.
that down.
And I won't. Will not continue to waste my time. But no, that's
Exactly.
so sick. Like to be with someone and to want to make them feel less than, to want to
It's
bring them down
yeah.
to your level.
It's sick. It's terrible, and they need therapy.
Yeah, a lot of men do.
That's what
If
it
you're
boils
if
down
you're a
to.
man and you're still in this chat, seek help.
Please go talk to that lady. Go talk to that lady, like y'all always say. Baby, I'm talking to the lady. Go talk to that lady for real,
Go talk to
and
that
talk
lady.
to her every
Mhm.
Friday until you're healed.
Yes, okay. And continue and continue and continue. Even when you are healed, keep on going because other stuff is gonna pop up later on, and I don't. That ain't my job. Ladies,
Mm-mm.
please don't be a man's therapist. You don't get paid enough for that.
Okay.
You don't get paid. I mean, hey, you may be getting paid. And if you are, give me the
Give me the
give me the
details. Do
tip.
you have a brother?
Drop
Mm.
drop drop the details in the comments, okay? So I'm trying to figure something out real quick.
Okay, send it to the DMs. We
Hmm.
need to know.
We need that's vital information. Like, I need it. First of all, I need a man who's gonna give me a budget. You know,
Mm.
I was just talking about this with a coworker. I was like, a woman adds so much value to a man's life, right? And then, I'm not even gonna get into the whole 50-50. Y'all can keep that on the men's podcast. Y'all can keep it on with the men, with the men. I'm talking about how much value having a good woman in your circle adds to your life. Like,
Literally.
a good woman can point you in the right direction. A good woman can bring people to you that'll help you elevate. A good woman will be that, be that cookie for whatever the case may be. Your life will be taken care of. You'll be getting massages, you'll be getting facials, all types of stuff.
Okay.
And this, a good woman is only a good woman when she is being treated good. That is key. That is
Mhm.
key right there. Because no good woman is gonna be good to you if she's not being treated good.
Exactly. And what I hate is men try to rebuttal this with, well, y'all expect us to do all this on our first date. Who is y'all? I'm sorry that you dealt with these type of women who treated you like a bank, but I'm gonna treat you like a person. I expect you to treat
Yeah.
me like a person. So let's go on this date. Let's get to know each other. And based on your characteristics and the values that I see in you, then I'll start showing you, okay, this is the type of woman I am.
Yeah.
You start showing me this type of man I am, and we go from there. Like, no, you don't just get it from the jump. It has to be earned on both ends.
Yeah, like what is it? Somebody said another. My love language is giving. My love language is
Yes.
giving. Okay, I love to give. I love to spoil. I love to pamper. I love to uplift. Those can only happen if all of this is good. If our mental space is clear. If I understand where we are. I'm so sorry. What do you define as a valuable man?
Do we have enough time?
Got a little bit of time. Got a
Do
little bit
we
of
have enough time? I would say one, just in general, just to keep it short and simple, a man who is my peace. My peace meaning you do not deteriorate my mental
yeah.
stability, my emotional stability, my financial
Right.
stability. Don't deteriorate my stability in no capacity.
Right.
Be my peace. That's a valuable man because that is hard to find in my opinion.
Exactly. Exactly. Because there's men who making less than, making more than, but if they are not, like you said, if they're not adding up value to you, if they're not giving to you in a capacity, because let's say for an example, I tell a man I want flowers. There's a man who could do the most, there's a man who could do the least. But do you know the thing that connects them? They did it. They wanted to, and they did it. A man who cares enough to do it for you, a man who cares enough to think about you, a man who cares enough to go out of his way for you, to observe for you. Like sometimes things don't even have to come out of my mouth in order for it to
That
happen. And that's what
part.
be valuable. Like that's what I find to be valuable. I want a man who cares. A man who would take 2 seconds to think about the person that he's with and want to better their life. Because it's gonna get done. Being with a woman is gonna get done whether you like it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are caring individuals from the jump. And yes, a lot of things are earned. A lot of things are earned, but you're automatically going to get that value from a woman.
Okay. Yeah, being an addition. Exactly. And I think the main thing is just a man who just does good things for me because he wants to, not because he's looking for me to do something in return, not because he feels obligated. First of all, don't feel like you're obligated to do anything for me
Yeah.
because now I'm going to feel like a burden. Instead of a desire and a want,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to feel like a burden to you. And that's the first thing to turn me off because I'm not a burden for nobody. One thing about it, I can pay my own bills. I can take care of my own needs. I can treat myself on vacations. I can treat myself to dinner. I can do those things
Yeah.
for myself. I don't need you for it, but I want you to do those things with me. And I think that bothers men as well when we say we don't need them. Well, You don't need us, do you? You should want us. You should never need anybody. I feel like you should want something but never need it. You should be an individual on your own, stand on your own, hold your own. But as a unit, like you're indestructible. Is that the word? Indestructible?
Yeah, you're more powerful together. You
Yeah,
are. You know, like you should be
exactly.
adding to each other's lives.
Exactly. It should all be an addition. Granted, nobody's perfect and one may lack in an area where the other doesn't, but you know, you can help each other get to where you want to be or whatever. I'm not saying everybody needs to be 100 all the time, but you just have to be an addition,
Yeah,
equally to each other.
exactly. Exactly.
That was a
Yeah.
great question. I assume that came from a man.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so while we're on this between the difference between men and women, I personally feel like women are more ready, or women are ready for commitment faster than men, I feel
Mhm.
like. And because of that, I feel like women, we kind of get ourselves into these situations where we're let down because I believe if a man is not ready, the relationship is never going to
Yeah.
happen. If a man is not ready, he's not going to propose to you. If a man is not ready, he's not going to commit to you. But women, we're just like, I'm ready tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready
Delulu.
right now. Like, he could propose today and I'll say yes. But men are like, nah,
Yeah.
I need to see something. What do you need to see? I love you. Am I not enough? Like,
Yeah.
and I kind of, is that man still in here? Because now I kind of want his input on that. Like, I know as a woman why I'm always so quick and ready for a
Yeah.
commitment because I'm just a lover girl. I love love. I love seeing people in love. I love being in love. I just love Valentine's Day around the corner. I can't wait to see the pictures. I
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Yeah. I also feel like women are more conditioned for relationships than I would say men are. Like men are told from a young age, or you know what? This is just hearsay. I'm not a man.
Mhm.
I'm not a man. This is just kind of how I feel. I'm not speaking for men, but I feel like men are taught to go out in the world and get a job, do this and the third, and then you turn around and a woman is taught get married, have your babies, do this, do that, pluck prim and all this extra stuff
Mhm.
because you got to get ready for your man. You
Yeah.
got to get ready for the blah, 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 blah. And then we go out and we're like, we get into a relationship. And myself being a lover girl as well, like nobody can take that away from me. Nobody can take that away from me, no matter how many things may happen. Like I don't ever want a situation or a relationship to jade me from what I know I will have one day and what I want for everybody. Like I want everybody to feel love, to have love. But we like but when we go out we're ready. Like you'll even see like girls, I mean a lot. I feel like I've heard a lot more recently like the roster and all this extra stuff, but you will find it very interesting how fast a woman will drop 5, 6, 7 men for one. You only got to say the right thing to her one time, she will drop everybody for you. She will act like they never
Literally.
existed. Do y'all think that's happening with men though?
No, they're keeping their
Even
roster.
the
They're keeping
roster, okay?
it in their back pocket. And it's like, why? Like, and I get it. And this kind of goes into my next thing, the difference between dating and relationships. Like, I get it. Okay, me personally, let's define dating and relationship. So, me, I think dating is literally getting to know someone, spending time with them, making memories, seeing if your values align. Relationship is okay, we've dated for however long we dated. We have similar values. We have maybe some red flags, but they're not too big. We can work through them.
Yeah,
Now, I want to commit myself to you. I'm your boyfriend. I'm your girlfriend, whatever. Like,
yeah,
that's the difference for me. So, with dating, I know some people, they date multiple people at a time.
yeah.
And for me, I can't do that. I
Yeah.
tried it. I
The
can't
brain
because when
starts
I like somebody,
there.
I just like them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
So I try to look at it from that point of view, knowing the difference between dating and relationship. Maybe that's why men keep their roster, but then at the same time, it's like, why do you need the roster? They're not me. They're not me. Cut them off. Let's go do this thing. Let's go.
What is it? Some man said to me one time, he was like, if we really hit it off tomorrow, we're gonna delete our Hinge profiles tomorrow.
Well,
Granted, it was already deleted because again, I cannot handle like the capacity in my head to talk to multiple people. Okay, but to go on and be like, oh, we're gonna, sir, I know you're talking to other people.
right.
Oh, hey, we got a
Okay.
response. Let me
So,
see. It says, so I think it's because men are taught growing up to not put all their eggs in a basket, yeah, or something along the lines. You can't trust these girls, so be careful. Hmm.
I can see
Women,
that.
women are sneaky.
Because
That's what they say.
me, I'm not a mother, but
Yeah,
if I was a mother, I would tell my son, watch out for these fast tail girls. Don't you get caught with these. I can see myself saying that.
yeah.
So yeah. Okay, that
It
makes
does make
sense. But
sense.
I mean, it makes sense because yes, you want to protect your sons. You want them to grow up and be able to tell the difference between a good woman and I guess, a bad woman.
Yeah,
But I think it makes it harder to date because you're hurting these girls that actually like you,
yeah.
and you're talking to other women. And it's like, why can't you just do one at a time? Let's get that thought out of our head about mama saying, don't
Hmm.
trust these how about you trust that fast tail girl? How about
Mm,
you trust her and see if she's really a fast tail or not?
yeah,
You make a decision for yourself.
exactly.
So I don't know, but I see that. Okay, thank you for that point of view. That
Thank you.
definitely makes
I
sense.
appreciate that. You can't trust these girls. Be careful. Hmm. But you know what? Women are sneakier than men.
That's true.
We don't got to talk about it. But
But
let's talk
let's talk about
about
it.
it.
Let's not tell the secrets though,
Let's
because we don't know who's watching. That
Somebody
man
in
might
here
be
like
on here.
the vault is locked. The vault is locked. But I will say
Okay.
is women, if it is done, I'm not saying this is what happening all the time, but if it is done, it's very unlikely that a man will find out what's going on if if we were to compare if a man was
Yeah.
doing the same thing.
Men are sloppy.
Mm,
First of all, it's the people that y'all choose to be sloppy with. You choose to be sneaky with somebody who can't keep their mouth shut. That's the first mess up. And you're never gonna find somebody who keeps their mouth shut because women cannot keep their mouth shut. We're gonna gossip. We're gonna tell like a girl, I'm talking to so and so and so. And especially if you live in my city, it's too
oh,
small. Cause somebody gonna say, they dating my
mm,
cousin. Oh, let me go tell my cousin. Da, da, da. And then the girls are gonna usually, not always, but the girls are gonna link up. And
yeah.
we coming for you together.
It,
We coming for you together. Now you done lost both your women. When you
mm,
could have just had one.
you could have
Now you
just
got none.
now you got zero. Okay, it'd be the
Zero.
Facebook for me because that's the first place to go. I'm going on Facebook finding out what's going on. Let me
Exactly.
figure out
We're
what's going on.
going on the World Wide Web.
Not y'all. Not is an FBI agent. If y'all ever need something found,
I'm gonna find it
someone
out.
found.
I'm gonna find out what your grandmother name is and the day that she died, if she died.
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna find the picture of y'all at the funeral over her casket. I'm gonna find it all. I got the
You'll
tools.
find stuff you wouldn't have even known existed.
Okay, like you cannot hide nothing from me. And then me too, just being in tune with my spirituality. I just know.
Yeah.
I know when something's not right. So I don't even now. I'm to the point where I don't go through phones.
Yeah.
I don't do all that searching. I do it for my friends though. But for me personally, I'm
No.
not searching for all that. If I already feel like something's wrong,
Yeah.
that's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
You're you're a goner. You're a goner.
You're a
No,
goner.
I can't. I think I would literally. I'm not gonna say that on live, but what I'm gonna say, I would literally end it all if I ever have to go through somebody's phone. No, I would literally go through anyone's phone. I would never go through anyone's phone
Because
ever again in my life.
I'm just a firm believer you're gonna find what you're looking for.
Exactly. If you feel the need to look through somebody's phone, it's there. It's there.
So
And
leave it alone.
leave it alone.
Unless you want to be crying for 40 days and 40 nights and not eating and you losing 20 pounds in 2 days, don't you look through that phone.
Don't look through that
Don't
phone.
you look. If you're going to stay, what the Braxton said their mama said, Unless you're gonna leave that man when you found out he's cheating, let that man cheat in peace. And keep your peace. Don't go through that phone. Don't go through that phone.
Yeah,
Unless you're gonna do something about it and leave that man, shut up.
shut up. Shut up, okay? Because you're gonna get your feelings
You
hurt,
gonna get your
okay?
feelings
And
hurt. Uh-uh.
I didn't cried enough tears, y'all. I'm actually great on it.
Listen, my tear ducts are dried out.
The Sahara.
No more tears can come out. I'm done. I'd rather just leave. I did that one time with an ex. Never, girl. I'm
Never,
telling you, girl. I'm telling
never.
you. Why do we do it to ourselves? But I feel like a woman has to go through that at least once in their life. We have to. I think men are starting because we're taught that part of our values as a man is tied to how many women you have.
Mm.
Okay, let's talk about. Are you a black man?
Yes,
I'm
he.
gonna say you are. I think you are.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in the black community, I can't talk about no other community because obviously, okay. But I feel like in the black
I
community,
say.
men. Oh, bye, Shay. Love you, girl. In the black community, men. First of all, hip hop videos. What you see? The men with the baby booty girls. They got all these women around them, and like that's the man. So
Mm-hmm.
as a young boy growing up, okay, you're black. Thank you. We love our black kings over here.
We do. Hit
Love you.
us up, Black Kings. Hit us up.
But as a little boy, and this is me just thinking, as a little black boy, you're probably looking at the TV screen like, oh, that man got money, he got the girls, he got the mansion, he got the cars. So you're thinking that's stuff you need, but no, that's old and tired. Please get your one woman and settle down. We got to get out of that thinking. And I think as this generation, we just have to move forward, raise up the new generation to not think
Yeah.
that way.
Definitely so, and it starts here. It starts with a part of your breaking generational curses. Let's start with teaching the same thing to your daughter and your
Oh,
son. Let's teach them
okay. Yes,
the
Bonnie.
exact, and then treat them the exact same way. Mainstream media is dope, absolutely, absolutely. So and so, social media as a whole, like so much information coming to us so fast. Um, it can really mess with you. It can
Yeah,
really make you think like, oh, this person has this, and I want that, and I'm lacking, and whatever the case may be, and you don't know what's going on behind that phone screen. You don't know.
literally.
You don't know what's going on. You can see a man and he got two, three women on the whatever's going on. They all getting beat.
Okay.
They all getting beat. Okay?
I'm sorry.
That's not funny. That is not funny. But it's sad truth. It's
Yeah.
like think for yourself, live for yourself. Okay. If you know that, and be honest, if you honestly feel like monogamy is not for me, don't date women who want to be monogamous.
Please, let's say it again for the people in the back.
Don't do it, because I promise you, there's plenty of women out there who want that, who want the same things as you. If you're honest about it, because I ran into a couple people, and then later on down the line, they're like, oh, "I just never thought I'd be tied down to the." No, none of that was ever revealed to me. This whole time, I thought you wanted this to be a you and I type of
Hmm.
situation, and then now I done went through the phone, cried my eyes out in a ditch somewhere, because you couldn't say up front to me, yeah, I think I may want to see other people. You know,
It could all be so
I it
simple.
could all be so simple, because then I have the right to say, well, I don't want that, and leave, instead of continue. It's harder to get out of things the longer you are in it. The
Yes.
feelings grow, emotions grow. It's so much harder to detach yourself from somebody who you spent all this time with, and the whole time in their head they know that you are not the only person for them.
But you know what? A man told me, he literally said that, oh, wait, hold on. Let's see what this man got to say.
But how do you handle a woman who is monogamous but wants to still be with you in a polyamorous situation? Like, she's willing to put up with polyamory.
Okay, so are you saying like she only wants to date you, but like sexual wise wants to add somebody in? Is that what you're saying? I just want to understand properly before I answer the question.
Hmm. How do you handle a woman who isn't? So she wants it to be you, but she doesn't mind if you are dealing with other people. She just only wants to deal with you.
No, you didn't interrupt. It's fine.
Yeah. Like she's willing to put up with polyamory. I think that I mean, if she's okay with it, then I guess that's
If
more
she's monogamous, her putting up with it won't last long. Exactly. Because what I'm thinking
yeah,
is, if it's just like adding a sexual partner,
yeah.
I don't know. But if it's her, like, okay, what Kanice said, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, if she's forcing herself to be in it, she's not gonna be happy. She's gonna start nitpicking at every little thing you do.
Mhm.
Like, it's not gonna last long. And if it does last, she's gonna be miserable the entire relationship.
Yeah. And it may only get worse from there. It may be all sunshine and pickles and all this extra stuff in the beginning. Because, of course, she wants to keep you. Like, she wants to keep you happy.
Hmm.
But you can only continue to put somebody's happiness above your own for so long. That stuff starts to weigh down on
Yeah, and I would say too, if you care enough, I don't know if this is like you just asking a question or this is your situation, but I would say if you care enough about that woman, just sit her down and be like, why are you willing to sacrifice something that you want just to
you.
keep
Yeah.
me? Like, because maybe she's not even asking herself that question.
Yeah.
And like, force her to really sit in that and let her understand, like, you know, you're letting go of something that you desire
Yeah.
just to meet my desires. Like, let's get that understood. I'm not forcing you to let go of what you want, but you're choosing to do that. Why are you choosing to do that? Oh, wait, just a question? Okay. I mean, if it wasn't, we don't judge around
No
here.
judge.
Okay. Listen.
Oh. But yeah, like it. Eventually, it will weigh you down. It will weigh her down, because she knows she wants to be monogamous. She said out her mouth, "I want to be monogamous."
Yeah.
Monogamy is not happening, babes.
It's not. It's
It's
not. You're going to have to find somebody else.
no.
That's, yeah, that's tough. But I've been in that position where I just felt like I've invested so much time in this man. I like this man. I need this man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do whatever he wants to do, regardless of whether it makes me happy or not. And then you kind of realize, no, that's not the way to live.
Yeah.
There's so many more men out there. There's somebody for everybody. You do not have to settle for
Yeah.
less.
Especially something as significant that can weigh down on your spirit so heavy.
Mhm.
Like that is spiritual warfare right there. Because
Seriously.
every time she wakes up, she's wondering, what is he doing? What has he done? Like, and if she's a spiritual woman, like intuition is just going haywire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think this is going back to the difference between dating and relationship. When you're dating people, you need to ask these questions. Do you see yourself getting married? Do you see yourself having children?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself being with more than one person? Because I let people know from the jump. I don't care if it's sexual or just a relationship in general. I'm not adding nobody to the
Hmm.
mix. I'm a jealous woman. As a woman, we sacrifice our happiness. Like Naila said, if it's not for you, then you'll find what is. Exactly. So yeah, like I'm a jealous woman. I need my man to be my man and my man only.
My
So
man,
no,
my
we're not
man.
adding nothing to the mix. So if that's something that you desire, by all means, we can end this now. And I wish you the best, and I wish that you find what you want. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
deep. It's not that
It's
deep.
not that deep, yeah. Yeah. But indeed, like I said, this is all conversations that need to be had from the jump. But even just having ongoing conversations, like don't stop having conversations with your person because you may feel one thing one day and feel a whole nother thing the next day.
Hmm.
Um, but that's just being like having intention with your partner. Like you want to see this person happy, then maybe don't put them in that
Yeah.
situation, or think about them. Even if they're not thinking about themselves, maybe think about them.
And that just goes back to earlier what Kanice said about just being a good person. Like, regardless of what other people are doing in this world, good people are in this world. So if you're a good person in general, you would never. Oh my gosh.
Child, what
Shot
happened?
Instagram said y'all done been on for an hour.
Oh, shut it up.
Instagram shut it down. They said y'all done been on for too long.
Too long. Wow, that's crazy.
Girl, we did say we was only gonna go for an hour though, but I didn't want it just to end like that.
Yeah, that was
Oh my gosh.
Instagram. First TikTok, now Instagram. Y'all play too much.
They some haters, honey.
Some haters.
The people gonna come back in. Cause this is
Oh
getting
man,
good.
it was. Dang. Well, hey. There's always next week.
There's always
There's
next week.
always
Well,
next week.
y'all, we know it's Sunday night. People gotta go to work tomorrow. I am people.
Yeah.
But we just want to come back because we did not want it to end like that. So thank y'all for joining. We will
Yeah.
be back next Sunday, same time, same place. We're not fooling with TikTok. TikTok tried us. So we're
Yeah.
gonna be back here. So follow me, follow Kanice, follow this page, and we will see y'all next time. This was amazing, girl. I really loved it.
I did
Like,
too.
yes.
Everything I knew it would be.
Everything. All right, girl. Well, y'all have a great night.
Good
Yes, good night. Good night.
night.
Bye.
Bye, girl.